Welcome to Budget Beauty, where I help you look flawless for less. Welcome back, and a very, very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen, and this is Budget Beauty. We do everything beauty on a budget, and that includes talking about eyeshadow palettes. You know that eyeshadow palettes are my all-time favorite makeup. I have hundreds of them in my collection, and really, truly, I get excited to create eyeshadow looks every single day. I love deciding on what palette I want to use, how I want to match it with what I'm wearing, match it with the season. So today we're going to talk about my favorite palettes for summer. We are full blown into summer. In fact, I live in Arizona, so it is summer most of the year, but we are really in the heart of summer across the US. So I'm going to share with you the palettes that I tend to reach for those really fun summery looks. So if you're excited, give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell notification is turned on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Check out the description box down below where I will link all of my favorite summer palettes for you, my favorite subscription boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video if you'd like to recreate this look. And last but not least, come on over, follow me on TikTok for more beauty on a budget. So let's jump into my favorite palettes for summer. Now these palettes are in no particular order. I have 6 palettes here, and these are the ones that I generally reach for first when I want to create a fun summer look. The first palette that I want to share with you is actually the palette that is on my eyes today, and that is the brand new Soul Mane 2 collection from Oden's Eye. Oden's Eye is an indie makeup brand, which means independent makeup brand. So basically it's not owned by a corporation, it's owned by an individual. I love indie shadows. I think that they are the best of the best when it comes to quality and shimmer shades and special shades. And Oden's Eye is actually one of my favorite indie brands. This is such a beautiful, beautiful palette. I love that the colors are laid out in rows, so it makes selecting what you want to do on your eye super simple. You can stick with the top row, the middle row, the bottom row, or you can mix it up and change it up with the shades. But this just screams summer to me. We have blues, we have purples, we have beautiful oranges and yellows in the bottom row. It really truly is the epitome of summer. Today I am wearing a lot of the shades here on the bottom row. So I have the 2 orange mattes, the 2 orange shimmers, the darkest shade, the black shade here in the corner in my inner corner, and then under my lower lash line I popped that really deep blue. Here's just a couple of swatches from the palette. I mean, the formula is so beautiful. The shimmer shades are absolutely stunning. The mattes are buttery soft, buildable, blendable. It's just a really high quality palette. I love all the different looks you can do with this palette by mixing and matching shades, and the formula is one of the best that you can get. My next palette comes from another indie brand, and this is from the brand Unearthly Cosmetics, which is my very favorite indie brand. I talk about this brand all the time here on my channel. I truly love it. I own everything that they put out. I love all of my Unearthly palettes. They are the ones that I reach for the most. But when I'm thinking summery, I always think about the Poison Apple palette. We have just some really fun summery shades. I love this sparkly red matte. It is very unique to my collection. This yellow matte, mustard yellow, is absolutely beautiful paired with this deep green matte, and then you can pop one of these beautiful duo and multi-chrome shimmers on the lid. I just find this palette to be super simple. I can always create a beautiful look. I'm inspired whenever I pull out this palette, and the shimmer shades, they are top notch. Look at how beautiful these are. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So there's that mustard yellow and the green matte. There's that red shimmer. That red is the best red shimmer I have in my collection. And then these 2 bottom ones, you can see as I move my hand, they shift. They're duochrome, multi-chrome goodness. This palette just really inspires me, and as always, the Unearthly formula, in my opinion, is one of the best, and maybe even the best formula out there. It's an affordable indie brand, and like I said, every single palette is incredible. The pigmentation, the shimmer shades, everything about the palette, 10 out of 10. Next up is a palette from BH Cosmetics. This is one of my very favorite BH palettes. This is the Passion in Paris. Look at how beautiful this is. I love the blues and the purples and the shimmers in this palette. They are so good. I love that you can go more neutral with this if you would like, and then pop in a little bit of color for some summer vibes, or you can go with a really pretty blue or purple mixed look for summer. I appreciate all of the deep mattes in the palette to deepen up that outer corner. For me, when I'm picking a palette, I like to see multiple shades, lighter shades, mid-tone shades, and lots of deep shades to add depth to the eye look. Look at those swatches. I mean, the formula of this palette is absolutely incredible. I mean, the best formula, in my opinion, that BH has put out. Look at all the pigmentation in the mattes and the shimmers. I mean, the shimmers are absolutely out of this world. When I'm wanting a more blue, purple, pinky look for summer, this is the first palette that I reach for. And BH, for how amazing the formula is, it's extremely, extremely affordable. Passion in Paris, my favorite BH palette. We can't talk about summer palettes without including the Barbie palette from ColourPop. This palette was released last summer, and honestly, this is the one that I used the most for my summer looks. It's truly summer in a palette. Yellows, pinks, oranges, beautiful blue shades. They are pigmented, they are vibrant, they're really, really easy to blend. In my opinion, this is one of the better palettes that ColourPop has put out, and I just love all the bright, fun colors. It just makes me think beach day, summer day, laying by the pool. Look at how beautiful that swatch is. Like I said, I mean, the formula in this palette is so good. Those mattes at the top, that pink and that blue. I love the shimmers. Look at how beautiful that blue shimmer is. And then this shade down here is really cool. It's kind of like a coppery gold shifty shimmer. Like I said, this was the palette I reached for the most last summer when it was released. I have done several looks with this palette. I love every single look. I find the formula to be really easy to use. And this is another palette that just inspires me. Next up comes from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. You guys know I love Blend Bunny. I own every palette that they have put out. I cannot wait for their next release, but this Blend Bunny Surge palette has the neon shades that I'm obsessed with. I have done so many neon eye looks with this palette, amongst several other looks using all of the stunning shades in the Surge palette. This is such a beautiful palette, but what I reach for summer is this bottom row. Look at those neons. I mean, this neon yellow, orange, pink, purple, teal, and green, this neon green. It is so, so good. There is an entire row of shimmers that really go with every matte in this palette. Whether you go with a deeper matte, a mid-tone matte, a lighter matte, or like me, you reach for these neon mattes, you can incorporate these beautiful shimmers. And when I say beautiful shimmers, I mean buttery, sparkly, beautiful shimmers. I use these for a lot when I'm using these neon colors at the bottom. And neon mattes are hard. Neon mattes become patchy really easily, but the Blend Bunny Surge palette neon mattes are the best that I've ever used. And whenever I'm thinking neon summer, this is the palette I instantly reach for. Of course, I have to swatch some of the neon shades. So I have that neon green, pink, and orange, and then there's a couple of the shimmer shades. Like I said, they're beautiful, and they go with every matte in this palette, whether you're going deep, mid-tone, light, or choosing these stunning neons. When I think summer, this is what I think about. I think neon, beautiful shades from Blend Bunny is one of the best. And like I said, I have all three palettes they've released, and I cannot wait for them to release some more. Last but certainly not least is another palette that when I think summer eye look, I instantly reach for, and that is from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Paradise Islands palette. This palette's quality, chef's kiss. Nomad Cosmetics is another one of my very, very favorite indie brands. Every palette they've released has been really, really good. I mean, the blendability, the formula, the pigmentation, everything has been top notch. Look at how beautiful this is. I mean, summer, this is summer. I love the deep green, this deep purple. I love too with this palette, similarly to the Oden's Eye Soul Main palette, you can actually create looks by rows. You can even focus on quads, and it just helps you decide what color story you want to apply to the eye. But this is a great mix of mattes and shimmers. The mattes are really, really smooth and buildable. So if you want to layer your mattes, Nomad's formula is really good for that. And their shimmers are beautiful. I love, love, love this kind of yellowy green shimmer. I'll definitely swatch that for you. But every look I've created with this palette, I get tons and tons of compliments on, and their formula is really good. It doesn't crease or wear throughout the day. Really, really top notch. Look at how beautiful these are. So there is that pretty blue and green matte. There is that beautiful shifty yellow green shimmer, purple shimmer, and more of a periwinkle shimmer. I have been loving using Periwinkle in eye looks. Just a really great palette, a really great formula, and probably out of all the palettes that I shared with you today, with the exception of maybe the Barbie palette, this one to me is summer. Summer, summer, summer. So those are my favorite palettes for summer. These are the ones, like I said, that I reach for all the time when I want to create a bright, fun, summery look. Again, I will link all of these palettes down below for you. If there's any discount codes that I can find, I will make sure to include those as well. And if you enjoyed finding out what my favorite summer palettes are, give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell is turned on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Let me know down in the comments what are your favorite summer palettes, and let me know if you're gonna pick up any of these to add to your collection. Down in the description box, you'll also find my favorite beauty subscription boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video if you'd like to recreate this look. And lastly, come on over, follow me on TikTok for more beauty on a budget. Happy summer inspired eye looks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.